How's it going, folks? And happy Wednesday, I believe it is. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, July Wednesday. I forget, it's the 20th today, I believe. 2022. So yeah. Anyways, we've got a Grail piece. I've been trying to pick up Grails. This is the Summer of Grails, by the way. And this is the Conan the Barbarian 112 Collective from Mezco Toys. It's also got the, just noticed too, it has the Frazetta Girls logo on there, and if you go on Instagram, you can follow Frazetta Girls and get actually access to Frazetta material, Frazetta products and stuff like that. And and this video is also kind of going to be a love letter to Frank Frazetta too. I've got this cool gift from my good old buddy Theo, and aka my good friend Nicole from years ago, because I used to hang out with Theo all the time when we lived together. And when he passed, he sent me a gift, or they sent me a gift, and it's a Frank Frazetta coin. So yeah, 1928 to 2010 Frazetta, man, that's pretty cool. It's a nice coin. It's got like some Spartan guy right there. This is a nice, I don't even know how much this is worth, but I would never get rid of it because it's a prized possession. And there's Conan, and that's, I did not realize that. I'm gonna have to point this out to her, but that's the same Conan we've got in this review. That iconic Frazetta Conan, which is crazy. That's awesome. I totally I've always kept this coin, but never really looked at it, and now I've finally taken a better gander. And yeah, it's that's cool, man. That's awesome. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna check out this figure because you don't really review a 112 figure. It reviews you, just like Transformers. You kind of just don't, brush by those. It's a whole thing. Anyways, and at the end of the video, if you stay tuned, because I know tons of people have probably reviewed this, but I've got a stack of Conan mags, which we will take a look at some of the pretty good iconic covers of Conan. I don't have any that Frazetta did on my Conan magazines, I don't believe. I haven't gone through all of them, but that's a good stack of my Conan mags. I have a lot of them from Marvel Comics. And also I got to bring up some other things like Conan's Pizza and here in Austin, Texas. And not only does Conan's Pizza have really good pizza, they also have, their walls are adorned with Conan art and fantasy art from like Frazetta, J. Scott Campbell, stuff like that. The one over here in my neighborhood. And then the one down south, I'm not so sure, which I'll show you a picture of. You can see the one down south, close to where I work. And yeah, they've got, cool fantasy art and stuff on their tables. It's a really cool place. It got some good pizza, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good pizza. Anyways, we got to get into this video and check out this figure. Here's a look at the side of the packaging. Look at the back. Let's see, 112 scale figure featuring intricate tailored costuming and over 30 points of articulation. Comes the weapon, extra head. The only child in me is kind of bummed out that it didn't come with a helmeted head or a helmet to put on him. I'm kind of bummed about that, but I think they've got a Viking pack that's supposed to come with extra stuff like that. Maybe they have a helmet head on that, I can't remember. But it looks like it has a cloak, all kinds of loincloths, necklace, all kinds of a scabbard for his knife and dagger and all that stuff. And here's some other cool pictures of Conan. And your all your Instagrams and Facebooks right there from mezcotoys.com. And yeah, man. So yeah, we got to totally get into this. Got the figure off to the side. But here he is, folks. There's a lot of, this figure has a ton of stuff, man. It comes with he comes with a fist, a grippy hand, more holy hands. Or actually, yeah, 2 grippy hands. He's got his fists on him. He's got a scabbard right here. He's got another scabbard and stuff, like a cutlass, I guess, and another broadsword or whatever. He's got an axe, an extra belt. These little ring hook thingies for him to hang accessories on, which you don't want to lose or break. Got those, which one's already fell down. But this is stuff y'all kind of want to, and forgot they come with baggies and stuff, but he's got a shield, and then there's that extra head. And this Conan looks hellishly tough. Like, yeah, there's extra head. And we might as well just go ahead and bust this guy out and expose some of the other layers of this packaging. Because we all know 112s come with more than, yep, there's the cloak. There's the extra clip for the stand and all that. And the other Wow, the other loincloth with chainmail on it, man. That's the thing about Mezco. Like my buddy Overlord was like, "Oh, this is just a Conan figure." It's but it comes with a lot more than just it comes with a lot of accessories. Yeah, he doesn't have eyes that light up. He doesn't have a crazy motorcycle or a jet sled or anything like that. But the accessories are made really nice. They're really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and bust this guy out and get all the accessories out. Alrighty, folks. Well, here's everything, man. This is a lot of stuff. The stand. The base of the stand is pretty awesome. Once again, they printed that Frazetta art right there. Hey, there's a naked gal right there. Some nips showing. Whoops. Man, maybe we can't show that. I don't know. Well, you can barely tell, hopefully. Or whatever, but it's rad. That's awesome. You can just pop the peg out right there and put your clippy stand on there. So yeah, if need be. Whew, just tossing stuff everywhere. Anyways, it's got extra hands and stuff as usual. And they're like, have nice, really nice fine detail on the hands, because you can see like scarring and stuff and scabs, cuts or whatever, so that's pretty cool. It's got these two extra rings to hold accessories. I believe you can probably loop these around rings on his loincloth and stuff and belts. Here's his scabbard. It's really nice with this sword right here. I guess it's a cutlass. And you just plop that in there, I believe, but it kind of, yeah, there you go. Got to be kind of gingerly with that, gentle. So that's cool. Awesome, man. Nice piece. Once again, the detail on the weapons is really great. A lot of dings, a lot of scoring in there. So it's been through some battles, which is cool. And here's his broadsword. It's all the riddle of steel. That's rad, dude. That's freaking cool. Really nice design, ornate decorations all over the scabbard for this sword. And that fits in really smoothly. A lot smoother than the cutlass or whatever. Nice shield. Looks like some kind of almost like Roman type shield or whatever. That's cool. Even the grips on there are painted nicely with a nice wash. The belt, even that little buckle right there on that strap is painted, so that's really good too. Got another belt right here. I believe you could just put this on, probably maybe popping off his arms, I'm not sure, or maybe putting this around his waist. And I believe if you wanted to, you could just, oh, is that a ring? Well, no, it's just rubber, so you don't want to bend that too much. But I think if you just pop these rings on like so, then you could hang extra stuff like that. That's what those are for. You got a knife. Cool scabbard on that knife. Knife almost looks like it has a jeweled handle. That is pretty cool. It's almost like a bird. That's rad, man. That's cool. Once again, really good detail on that. All the way around. That's really cool. Then there's an axe. And I imagine these are weapons that he picked up, like from killing people, stabbing people, thievery, just trying to get to survive, And this axe is pretty cool. And you could really do some damage with this axe. That, you don't want to swing it too far back and smack yourself with it, and like, yeah, you could, yeah, probably, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Here's an extra head. And this is him kind of like in a, almost like a battle cry or whatever, or just like in the heat of battle. Really nice. And you can see where, man, detail is so great. You can see where other artists are inspired by a lot of his art and stuff. But Conan's had a lot of artists. There's been a lot of great artists to do Conan stuff throughout the years in comics, magazine form, movies, and stuff like that. Here's that loincloth with the chainmail. This is dope. I like this a lot. That is pretty cool. It looks like it's stretchy. I don't see any buttons for snapping it, so I think you just kind of just like stretch it out and slide it right on him, so that's cool. There's stitching right there, like as if he made it himself, That's pretty cool. I think you might be able to put this on a female figure if you got some female Mythic Legions or something like that. You could do that too. And here's a poncho. Thought it was a cloak, but it's more like a poncho. This feels like some nice leather. can't tell if it's leather or suede or just what material it is. Maybe it's like kind of suede-y or something. But it's nice, man. It's tied right there. And you can just put that, man. That's for just when he's like trying to go through like a colder place or whatever. Have some warmth in the night. So that's cool too. Man. And the figure is amazing. When I first saw this figure, I was kind of scared of him. I was like, wow. I was like, imagine like me getting on the city bus to go to work and seeing this dude get on. You wouldn't want to stare at him. You wouldn't want to be caught staring at him, and you'd hope he'd be nice to you, wouldn't kill you, because he just looks, man, it looks like he's been through a lot. Look at all that. Scars, cuts. He's got cuts. He's been tortured, mangled, fought beasts, fought men, demon women, witches, you know, you name it. Let's check out some of his articulation. You got a waist right there. You don't really need him to spin all the way around like crazy, but oh yeah. Also, kind of, we got a waist swivel, and it kind of, yeah, a little bit to work with, a little bit of diaphragm. Goes from side to side too. It's awesome. Good elbows. He does basically everything you need him to do. You don't need him to bend over backwards, but yeah, you can do good splits. Got, I guess there's a swivels at the ball right there on the thigh, so that's cool. Got double knees. I don't know if there's somewhat of a boot cut, but yeah, you don't need that too much. Okay, and foot swivel, rocker pivot, all that stuff. So that's good, man. That's not bad at all. That's really not bad. And yeah, he even has his loincloth wrapped around his family jewels and his booty, so that's cool. It's got a cool wristband right there. Just altogether cool. His necklace is rad. Just different charms. Items from probably either victories, friends, deceased friends or loved ones or whatever. Or harlots, I don't know, or something, man. That's crazy, man. You got holes for pegs, so that's cool. Good detail on the feet. So all the way around, a lot of freaking good detail, man. I guess the next thing to do is get him maybe posed up. Here he is, folks, posed up, ready to do battle. This figure is awesome. It just goes without saying, it's Mezco. Mezco makes really good stuff. And one thing I wanted to note too, that the hands are pretty malleable. You can bend those fingers back pretty well. So you don't have to worry about that, especially when fitting weapons in his hands. You don't have to worry about heating them up or anything like that, because it's got some give to it, which is great. He looks rad. Posability's there. It's super awesome. Really happy with this figure. Here's with the sword. He's got the other head on. I've got his other little belt strap. And with those little hooks, you can put his other scabbard on, like so, you know, for display. Or you could there's a lot of things you could do with these hooks and stuff like that, and the chains. I've got his other loincloth on, so that's pretty cool, with the chainmail, so that's rad. Sword looks amazing. The wash on that sword, once again, is amazing. Just, he looks super awesome. Like he's ready to just join up with your crew, help you do some battle for some, you know, either money for just surviving to get ale, food, wenches, whatever, man, you know, jewels, dude, just whatever, you name it, man. Whether you're gonna go, you know, sailing, you know, to conquer some lands, or whether, you know, you're just gonna go raid some village, or whether you gotta save a king's daughter, who knows, whatever, he's down for whatever. He's got your back. But if you cross him, you know, you're gonna have a price to pay. It's gonna be a hefty price to pay, and you're gonna probably pay with blood and your life. Just to you know, forewarn you right there. But yeah, he's a cool ass figure. He's really awesome. I like him a lot. Man, it is a really, really great figure. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna buy anything that sucks and go, oh, this thing is lame. But you know, like, he is what he is. And here he is next to Savage He-Man Wondar. So him and Wondar could actually join forces and go fight and be savages. But man, look how clean Wondar is, the Savage He-Man is, compared to Conan. He looks like he just came out of like a Dairy Queen like treat surprise or something, man. He looks like ice cream. And Conan here just looks like weathered, hardened, sunburnt bacon. Just been sitting out like a slab of like pork belly, just been sitting out there drying in the sun all day, you know, in the Texas heat. But man, it's funny. But you got savages. You got two savages right here. I think I love me some He-Man. Don't get me wrong, but man, Conan, the Mezco Conan for the win for sure. You're gonna have to go away, buddy. Woo, man. Anyways, yeah, this Conan is savage. He's rad. Is an awesome figure. I love it. And yeah, I guess the next thing we should do is maybe get him with his freaking poncho on. Alrighty, folks, and here he is in his poncho. That is rad, man. He looks awesome, dude. This is just a great, fantastic Conan figure. If you're a Conan fan like me, man, you just love you some Conan, dude. And the funny fact is too that over here I'm a Texan, a native Texan, and was it Robert E. Howard was from Fredericksburg. And if you know, the Fredericksburg is in the hill country, which the hill country is all around here. You know, you got like Jonestown, Marble Falls, and all that stuff around here. You know, and just like it's the hill country, man. Anyways, if you go especially if you go like northwest of Austin, Texas, and even within Austin, Texas, but more like northwest, like you're going towards Marble Falls, there's tons of hills. It looks very Lords of the Ringish out there, very much like the Sumerian hill people, man, out there, dude, you know. And yeah, it's cool, dude. It's really cool. And yeah, because Robert E. Howard was from Texas, so, you know, Conan's surroundings were modeled after the Texas hill country, you know. And it's always like a cool thing. And it's yeah, no, man, Conan's like a Texan, dude. It's really cool. It's cool. Texas pride. Anyways, dude. But I just love that ancient old history of like the Robert E. Howard, and you know, that would you kind of dip into, and just like, because Conan could have existed all these like crazy old lands and stuff, and like the Titans and the King Cole and all that stuff, and you know, they all could have existed with the way he wrote his stories and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up because this is a great figure, great video. I'm sorry I'm blowing a little smoke up my own butt. But dude, I love some Conan. I can't help it, dude. I cannot help it. Of course it's going to be a great video because it's got Conan in it, dude. Jeez. Anyways, he looks awesome. Once again, we'll get a look at that. Just this pensive face, the colors, the sculpt, just the weathering on everything. His whole body just chiseled, cuts everywhere. Detail on the boots, detail everywhere, man. Just all the way around, just an awesome figure, man. And just I'm glad I have him. And one thing to note too is that I'm not a rich man. I don't make a lot of money off my YouTube, so I'm basically paying this thing off right now. Yeah, so don't be envious. If you're watching this, you're like, man, he did all the cool stuff. I also put myself in debt too, so yeah, it's not very cool at all. It's really not cool. Anyways, but I do enjoy some toys and plus Frank Frazetta, man, you got to give it up to him. You really do. I'll leave a link in the description where to go check out Frazetta Girls on Instagram and check out a lot of Frank Frazetta awesome art. And like I promised too at the end of this review, because like I said, you can go to a dime a dozen review for a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna try to offer something different, man, something a little bit cooler. So yeah, let's go ahead and dip into some cool covers of old Conan magazines. Alrighty, folks, and we're back, and here's some just grabbed a handful of some of my old Conan mags from back in the day. This is let's see about this one. This is oh, there we go, man. Whew, it's messy over here. But anyways, yeah, Conan Saga. This is, I guess Earl Norham did this one. Not for sure. Yeah, Earl Norham, we all know him from doing Masters of the Universe art, and there's some redhead at the bottom of the sea. He's fighting some really crazy crab creature, and this pretty much just looks like this Conan right here. Almost the same kind of knife too. Just about, man, almost. But yeah, really good stuff. And oh man, I forgot they had a like a role-playing game or something, or play by mail. I wonder if you can find any of this stuff. Man, that's cool. That's way old school. I forgot about that. Yeah. Anyways, here's another cool cover. This is not sure. This is Beekman. I guess the artist was Beekman. Was this 96 or what? I can't remember what year this was, but no, it wouldn't have been 1996. It would have been let's see when it was published, 1991. So this is super old. Yeah, but covers like this back in the day for these Conan mags really like freak me out because I absolutely don't like spiders, and yeah, and when I had covers like this, just I'd be like, oh, like it would freak me out, just give me the heebie-jeebies all over. But this is just epic covers of him battling a giant spider. Once again, saving some lady with a nice round butt, nice figure, and probably not wearing anything on top. Same here. This lady's not wearing nothing either, just about. So yeah, like he's always saving these chicks and then probably getting well rewarded afterwards. Here's another great Earl Norham artwork. Fighting some big bruiser dude. Some big, I don't know if they're pirates or if they're like Arabic or what, or I forgot who the Arabs were in the Conan mythos or whatever. But anyways, or the Kothians or Stygians or what, I can't remember. But here's another Conan mag. This is the Conan Saga. This is another Earl Norham cover. This cover's rad because you've got a big, crazy, scary, giant gorilla, and he's saving once again a scantily clad chick. He's saving her, and there's blood on his sword, and this pretty much just looks like almost the same Conan again because you got the little chains and the scabbard and the sword and all that. It's just Frazetta. Frazetta was definitely one of the greatest artists of the Conan sagas and stuff, man. The Conan mythos and history. Anyways, so here's I think this is Joe Jusko. Once again, Conan, big giant megalodon shark or something, man. Saving once again a really buxom broad, so that's cool. That's awesome. God, you go, Conan. Jeez. He's scoring for everybody else, man. Okay, here's a Savage Sword of Conan with another classic Joe Jusko cover. And man, he looks savage. He's a freaking savage. But yeah, 1988, man. That's awesome. That is a sick cover. He's just scary. Anyways, this is Barry Windsor Smith. This is from the comics. I think they reprinted some of the comics. I think I have all these. I can't remember. But yeah, stories by Barry Windsor Smith, Roy Thomas. Got Tower of the Elephant, Zakala's Daughter, Devil's Wings over Shadazar. So some of these were taken from like original stories, like the Tower of the Elephant was original story and stuff like that. And I think some of them were just comic adaptations. But we know this from the Super 7 Conan, which I don't have, which I'd like to have someday. But yeah, totally the Super 7 Ultimates Conan. Not the movie one, but the Barry Windsor Smith one. And Barry Windsor Smith is he just drew like Conan gorgeously, man. It's really awesome, dude. This is young Conan, pretty much. This is like before King Conan. This is when he's just a wandering young thief. I always like that helmet too, man. This is Barry Windsor Smith. Just did some great art, great line work. Just like he's like one of the greats, like Jack Kirby. Just some of the really good stuff, man. Oof. All right, and there's Conan Saga with another Earl Norham. Earl Norham, I had no idea because I think when I had these magazines, I got all these magazines from my uncle back in the 90s. I've kept them forever, and I haven't read these. I think I read every magazine I've had, but I haven't read them in like years. But anyways, I had no idea because I've always been a He-Man fan throughout my almost entire whole life since I was 6 years old, and I knew about Earl Norham. But when I had these magazines, the last time I read them, I had no idea Earl Norham, who's done a lot of cool Motu art, especially for the Motu magazines back in the day. I had in books and stuff like that. I had no idea he did the Conan stuff, so this is really cool. And once again, a big giant spider, very creepy to me. So yeah, and some of the art was different too. You had different artists like Ernie Chan and stuff like that, and some I think John Buscema did some of this stuff too. I'm not sure, but let's see if some of the artists on here, if they have a list of any of the artists. Let me see. Yeah, Roy Thomas, John Buscema, Alfredo Alcala did some of this work too. So if you're a Motu fan, Alfredo Alcala, who did some of the original mini comics, did some of this, helped with some of this art too in these magazines. So that's pretty rad, man. That is pretty rad. Okay, here's another. This is part 4 of the Buccaneer Conan Saga. Once again, yeah, he's just a savage, man, taking out fools. And this is, I think this is Bob Tarkin, 79. That's 79, man. Wow, that's crazy. King Thothamon. I remember Thothmon and Tapogari or whatever. There's all these crazy guys in the mythos and stuff like that, man. But yeah, once again, Roy Thomas, John Buscema. Let's see, another story by Don Glut and Dave Wenzel. Another story by Don Glut, Gary Brodsky, and Tony DiZuniga. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good art, man. Because John Buscema, we all remember him from doing a lot of Conan, a lot of Incredible Hulk too. Roy Thomas wrote a lot of Incredible Hulk too, and stuff like that. So if you like Conan, you like some Hulk. So good stuff, good stories, man. Anyways, there's another good Jusko. Jusko just did really, I don't know, I like his art a lot too. It's fantastic. It's really good detail on that lion. He's trying to strangle a tiger. I mean, it's not like PETA friendly or anything like that or whatever, but it's like, oh man. No, well, animals were hurt in the making of this comic, but anyways, Conan the Liberator Part 204. But good stuff, man. I'm not sure who did the cover art for this, but this guy has done a lot of covers, and they look kind of like, almost like, they're good and bad. They almost look like cheesy carnival art, you know? But, or like really bad velvet paintings. But let me see. I don't know if we can find out who did the cover art at all. Let's see. Cover Ovi, cover artist. So there you go. Oh, and if you want to know more about Conan, here's a look at the Hyborian Age map right there. The Hyrcanian people in the east to Kitai, which have been more like Asia. Then I guess Kush, the Kushites would have been like the Africans and stuff like that. And then let's see, the Zingara. I think the Zingarans were like the Spanish, I believe, maybe. The Aquilonians, Samaria. They were the northern people, the Vanaheim, the Asgard, and the Hyperborea. Nemedia, Zamora, Koth, all that good stuff from Conan. If you're familiar with any Robert E. Howard stuff, all the good lands and peoples of that world and stuff, and it's almost like it kind of could have coexisted with us. But anyways, another great Jusko cover. Well, and I have more magazines than this, so if we ever do another Conan thing, I can do this again. But anyways, Jusko 88. Here he is fighting against a band of women. Wow, that's crazy. Bunch of ladies. He's gonna squab like 5 ladies. Wow, that's nuts, man. Whew. Anyways, let's see, Conan Saga. This is Atkins. I like this cover. I feel like this is really an iconic cover. Really, really, really. Just because, I don't know, it just is, man. And this, you can tell this guy was probably inspired by Frazetta too. The way he's drew and painted the woman right there, man. Like, that's very Frazetta-esque. You know, probably an homage or tribute or whatever in a way. But yeah, let's look at this Conan figure and all these stupid Conan mags that I got. Awesome figure. Glad I could do this. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And hopefully we get this guy paid off soon so I can do some other stuff. All right. Yeah, have a good one. Later.